Hello everyone. Today let's take a look at the Shure SRH440s. Now, I've been listening to these for about a month and I gotta say I really like them. Let's start off with the build quality. These pair of cans are fairly well built, and the reason why I say fairly is because they use very cheap materials. They're all plastic and you don't see a lot of metal, but that does make them fairly light, not too heavy. And while I don't think it's going to break, like if you just throw them in your backpack or you just wear them daily and you don't do anything too rough with them, I don't think they're going to break per se, but they do get this rattle, this plastic rattle, whenever you try to move them around or you put them on your head and listen to music. So that is a slight a slight disadvantage in terms of build quality. Otherwise, they are pretty good. For regular use, you'll have no problems with it. I was a little bit worried about this exposed wire. And if you're worried about that like I was, I don't think you need to worry about it at all, because unless you got toddlers or pets that might tear them out, yank on them, and just break those wires, regular use by an adult is not going to destroy them. So they're exposed. They're not as clean looking, as sleek as some of the other headphones made by other manufacturers, but this is just a design that will maybe save some production costs. So on the left side you get a little blue tab that says left, and on the right side you get a little red tab that says right, and in the middle you get Shure SRH440s, the logo. So it does have a detachable cable. You just twist it and then you pull it out. Let's see if we can do this. Yep, it is a 2.5 millimeter. It's a smaller than the regular 3.5 millimeter jack, but on the other side, and you do get this coiled cable on the other side, you get a 3.5 millimeter like so, and it is threaded on the side that attaches to your DAC or to your sound card or your source. So you can thread on the 6.3 millimeter adapter and it'll be on there like it's completely attached. So yes, build quality aside, these are still great headphones. Build quality is fairly good, as I mentioned before, and the size of these things, they are pretty big. The ear cups are nice and wide and fairly soft. I wouldn't say they're the most comfortable headphones in the world, and the reason being, the ear cups themselves aren't too deep, so your ears will probably touch the cloth that's covering the drivers. And a lot of people complain about how uncomfortable these are, and they say they have to change the pads out for SRH840 pads. And that's fine. I haven't tried the 840 pads because I don't feel the need to. I think this is comfortable enough for a couple hours of listening, just enjoying music and just putting them on your head. They're not that heavy, as I said before. And I think the stock pads, they do a decent job, so I don't feel like I need to replace them. But some people, everyone's ears are different, and they might find these completely unacceptable in terms of comfort. And that's all right. These pads are easily interchangeable. You just tear them off. There's this little crevice here that you slip the the exposed skins of the leather or pleather or velour ear cups into, so you can change them for brainwaves pads or other kinds of pads that you find on other headphones, whichever ones that you feel comfortable with. But I'm just saying, don't be too alarmed. These are not ridiculously uncomfortable headphones. I wouldn't want to wear these all day because your ears will touch the drivers, but for a couple hours listening, no problem. No pain, no nothing. Just good sound. Alright, now let's move on to sound. These for how much I paid for them, which is about $100 US, a little less, but about that range. These are probably the best bang for the buck, if you ask me. If you like neutral sound, this is great because these are probably the most neutral set of headphones that I have right now. And it's just, they provide such an accurate representation of the music. You're not going to get a super strong bass, a out of control bass, overwhelming bass that flows into your mid-range and just makes the entire experience feel like there is a low frequency buzz around you all the time. And that's good, because if you like your music the way it's meant to be heard, then you want neutral headphones. The mids are not recessed on these. The bass is not overpronounced, and the highs are not piercing, which is great because if a pair of headphones focus too much on highs, like for example my Panasonic RP-HD10s or the Audio-Technica MSR7s, then you lose out on that experience. And the reason why you want neutral headphones like this one is so that you can have the full experience. When you focus too much on something, on a particular frequency, particular range of frequencies, you lose out on the attention that you are supposed to be paying to the other frequencies of the music. And that, I mean, isn't that what music is? It's all an experience, and you have to go out there and see it, or in this case, listen to it. So I like this pair of headphones because they provide a neutral sound signature. I'm not saying they're the most neutral in the world because first, I haven't tried all the headphones in the world, and my ears probably can't pick up on all the minute nuances just yet. So this is my most neutral pair of headphones right now, and I love it. And now I now get why people want to have headphones with neutral sound signatures, because it gives you the full experience. All the frequencies are very balanced. Nothing is just too heavy or too light. So if you want something to be more pronounced, then either switch to a different set of headphones, or you can play with the equalizer just to suit your taste. But if you want just something that will give you what the music is, then you want a neutral pair of headphones like these. And I haven't tried the 840s. I heard they are better in terms of bass or clarity, but I would urge you to try these out before you just say, oh, these are trash, I gotta go with the SRH440s or beyond. I urge you to try these out first, because these are inexpensive and I think they offer great value, great sound quality. The sound stage on these is not too wide. First of all, they're closed and they have pretty good sound isolation, better than my MSR7s, better than my RP-HD10s. These have pretty good sound isolation compared to those, despite the fact that your ears do touch the drivers. Oh yes, soundstage. So they're not too wide, but you don't feel like it's missing. You don't feel like the music is being played directly into your ear. The soundstage is wide enough, just. But don't expect these to have super wide soundstage. If you want that, go for open headphones. These are good for listening. Whether you're doing critical listening or you just want to enjoy music, I think these will be a very good value. And I urge you to try them out before you try other headphones. Shure SRH440s. Plastic. Alright, thank you everyone. And leave any questions that you have or comments in the comments section below. And have a nice day.